This is part 2 of graph attributes for absolute function, because if we look at number 3, I thought it was a typo with no graph, but actually we need to determine all of this without a graph, okay? So we look at number 3, y equals negative, and in absolute value expression, x plus 3, and then plus 2. All right, first off, the domain of an absolute value graph is always negative infinity to infinity, all right? And remember, these answers are for number 3, okay? So, because we know the graph will always look like this, and the arrows, they will always go from negative infinity to infinity, okay? The range, without a graph, the way we look at range is the value on the outside of the absolute value expression equals y. So we know if we made the graph, all right, 1, 2, it would start here. And then, because there's a negative in front of the absolute value expression, it's going to go down like this. So we know the y-intercept is 2, all right? And the range will go from negative infinity to 2, all right? The vertex, we know the vertex is where it passes through, or, axis of symmetry, okay? Okay, so to find the vertex, one more thing. When we're looking at the equation, and we'll go into transformations next week, but anything inside the parentheses or the absolute value expression, it tells a lot. So plus 3, you might think we're going to move to the right 3, plus 3. But actually, we move to the left 3. So it would look like this. So we know y equals 2, all right? But then we're going to move over 3, okay? So it's really here. That's our absolute value expression. Or, sorry, that's our vertex. So our vertex should be -3, 2, okay? And then we know our axis of symmetry is -3, all right? We know the graph is a maximum because it has a highest most point, then it goes down. The y-intercept should be this number, okay? All right, so the way we find our x and y intercept is what we've been doing. We just solve for y and we solve for x, all right? So you plug 0 in. To solve for y, you plug 0 in where x is, okay? 0 plus 3, it's 3, that's the absolute value. Then you multiply that by the negative on the outside. That'd be -3 plus 2, all right, is -1. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to check to make sure I was getting it right. So we know the x-intercept is -1, okay? Then plug 0 in here. We solve for x, all right? So we move that over. We move everything over, and then we get our answer. Which again, remember, we minus 2 first. Move that over, -2. So then it's -3 more. And then we divide by -1. Divide by -1, it should equal 5. Okay, and then we have our final answer, and that's it. So that's how you find all these attributes without a graph. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Sorry about the video. I had to rush through it a little bit. My next class is coming. So try to watch this over again. If you have any questions, please email me. Thank y'all.